What do you think you got out of that 1 year at Kentucky that you couldn't have just gone on to the NBA out of high school?
I mean, I learned a lot. Coach Cal really runs a system like an NBA team. Everything we learned from, the way we run our offense to the terminology that he uses. And he just showed us that we had to fight and, going into a man's world. So,
Can you give me a scouting report on your teammate Monk?
on Malik, first, don't let him get hot. If he gets hot, it's over. But I mean, extremely athletic. Everyone wants to say he's small to play the two guard, but there are a lot of twos that are. The one guy I always use is Avery Bradley. Avery Bradley's 6'3", 6'2", and he guards twos and he locks down twos. So I don't think Malik will have a problem with playing the two or playing off ball. He can play on ball, but he's probably best off ball.
How about
What
an
separate you from the other? What did the Lakers want to know from you?
Just get to know my personality. Just talking to Magic and Luke Walton and Bus. It was really, they probably had the least amount of people in the meeting, but I feel like we got a lot of them. I feel like I learned about them. Just talked about my personality, but also having a killer instinct. And, that's me. I've always been humble, but on the court, it's an entirely different person. And Magic was saying that's how he is. And I like to work with, someone who's a great point guard and a great person like Magic.
Deanna,
Is
what
Magic,
separates
is
you?
Magic someone that you, like, does that resonate with you? So long ago, played mostly before you were born. Is that something is that a player that resonates?
Definitely. Magic, he was a great leader, and just the way he carried himself. When he was on the court, he made everybody better. And when he's in a room, he lights up a room. So that's someone that I feel like would be great to be able to be a mentor to myself.
A lot of
How
your
would you
point guards.
size up Isaiah Briscoe
Oh man,
and his chances of making it?
I think Zay can make it. He helped me so much as a player and as a leader at Kentucky. And then, I'm here. He's my roommate actually, and I support him. I support him 100%. I watched him yesterday. He had 15, 7 and 5, and just how open the lane is in the NBA. He gets to the basket, he's able to finish. So I feel like he can play in the league. And some people might want to disagree with me, but I'm behind Zay 100%.
He said that he kind of looked forward to wiping the slate clean and starting fresh on the NBA level.
Oh yeah, when he played with us, his first year he played with Tyler, and then the second year he kind of played with me. So, he didn't play point guard a little bit too much, but I feel like he's coming out here and showing what he can do, and I feel like the team that drafts him will get a steal.
What are you working on? What do you want to get better at? What do you think you need to get better at?
I know I have to get stronger. The speed of the game's gonna speed up, but just play mind games with it and just show teams that I can knock down shots. I didn't really have a problem with it in high school. Kind of struggled with it at Kentucky, but end of the year I shot it well, so just focusing on that a lot.
How do you feel like
your most NBA ready skill right now?
The speed and just getting to the basket, being able to finish. I've been able to finish over bigger guys my whole life. Now you're gonna have guys like DJ. I always use DJ because he's from Houston and someone I know, but he's putting his shoulders at the top of the glass, so it's gonna be tough. But I know it's something I'll be able to work through.
How do you feel like you compare to?
Jump out of the gym.
Say that again?
So other than being able to jump out of the gym, a lot of people don't know how Hamidou plays. You practiced against him every day. How does he play? What is his game?
Man, he's extremely tough and gritty. But he's from the Bronx. All New York guards are like that. His ball skills are a lot better than what I thought they were. He can shoot the ball. He's gonna have to shoot the ball better from the three. Well, the NBA three from what we use. So that's just about every player that comes into the draft, except Malik. Malik shoots it from half court well. So, but Hami, he's extremely strong. Great. He's a great defender. When he was guarding us, when people always ask me what was harder, the practices or the games, it was the practices for me were a lot tougher than the games.
How do you feel like you?
Playing could help, but I'm not really going to talk too much on that.
I've heard you described as a young John Wall. What do you think of that?
That's a great comparison. If I'm able to John's played in the league. This is his 7th or 8th year, so just the people, everyone comparing him to me, they say coming in his first year he's pretty out of control, but seeing to where he is now, if I'm able to get to that, I'll feel good about myself.
Do you feel like Alonzo Ball in the second round?
Say again?
What you did to Alonzo Ball in the tournament? Do you think that will sway GMs between you two guys? Yeah, they've been shot by
Happens all day.
Happen all day.
Yeah, some people have talked about it. Some people, think about that dog that I have and just going after someone like that. He's, consensus #1 pick. He could definitely be the #1 pick. And it's just, man, I'm extremely competitive. That's what I tell everybody. You know, it didn't matter if it was him or someone else or someone one of the top picks. I'm just extremely competitive, and I came out hot, and you know, we all know what was said, and that just gave not just me but the entire team fuel. So.
What about other point guards in this draft, like Markelle Fultz? I mean, there's a lot of good point guards in this draft. How do you feel like you rank?
I mean, I feel like I'm the best. You know, like I said, you see the article out. You know, I said if they drafted above me, I'll be fine with it. I'm cool with it. You still got to play basketball at the end of the day. So.
Darren,
What'd you just-
when you in that Sweet 16 game, Magic saw you in person. Did you know he was at that game?
I actually did see him. When someone like Magic's in the gym, you start seeing people flock towards him. So I saw him. I could probably tell you exactly where he was sitting, but yeah, I saw him. And you know, he talked about the game. He talked about that I put on the show. So if that sits with them well, yeah, I could possibly end up in LA.
What makes you a top guard? What do you think?
It's just a follow-up. Did that add pressure to know that he was there?
Add pressure? No. I mean, you know, even if he wasn't there, I'm pretty sure, you know, a lot of GMs and scouts were watching it on TV. So I live for the big moment. People ask me how I feel, you know, playing in front of, you know, thousands of people. You do it every day at Rupp. It's nothing different.
What do you think makes you a top guard?
I feel like defensively, I probably separate myself. You know, if a guard against me has a big game, I probably had a big game offensively too, because I just feel like they're not taking as much pride as I am on defense. And you know, if I'm able to shut them down and also have a big game offensively, I feel like that's what really separates me.
A few guys have said that seeing Peja in the Kings
No,
meeting was.
wait, I didn't hear the first part.
I said a few guys have said that seeing Peja in the meeting was a big deal for them with the Kings. What is it about Peja that resonates with you and some of you guys?
I mean, I was a huge fan, and just knowing that, you know, he feels, you know, somewhat, you know, that way about me. You know, it sits with me well, but, you know, also just, you know, they're young teams. That's what I'm looking forward to. Just seeing, or just hearing about what guys feel that their program will be in, you know, 3 to 4 years. That's what I want to. That's kind of that's you know, the question that I was asking most teams.
And what did they tell you about their plans 3, 4 years?
I just feel like if they're able to get a point guard, someone that could, you know, run the team, you know, they feel like, you know, they could be something special. But like I said, that division is really hard, and you know, you're going to have a point guard that's ready to play every night to do something in that division.
I was just talking to Phil Jackson, and he said his crew, the New York crew, they try to break your guard down with the interview and ask questions. Did you feel that way?
I mean, I felt that way, but for me, I don't feel, you know, just going into an interview, I'm not about to feel pressure or anything. I'm just going to go in there and be myself. But I felt it, but I kind of feel like, you know, the rest of the guys were like, he's not going to break. And that's how I am. I'm always chill. You're never going to see me nervous or anything. Like, I'm always just like this, unless, you know, we're having fun. But I see this as fun, not just a job interview.
Why is it fun?
Thank you very much.
I don't know if I'm not just hurting.
You really have great peripheral vision. How much of an influence was your mom on you, just overall? And then I have a follow-up question.
My mom, I mean, she, to be honest, she's the type of mom that's, you know, whatever you feel is best for you is what I want you to do. So she'll give her input on stuff, but at the end of the day, you know, even on college, you know, I was 18 years old. I'm basically, you know, coming into a grown man's world, and, you know, I have to make those decisions myself. But she was, of course, she would give her input, but at the end of the day, it was what I felt was good.
How much of her success as a college player herself, how much did that feed into your love of basketball?
I mean, she knows what she's talking about. The one thing she stays on me about is free throw shooting. She actually has like a record at University of Arkansas Little Rock. She shot like 92% from the line. So if there's anything that she criticizes me much about, it's shooting free throws.
A lot of the top guys didn't come to the combine. You decided to. What were the reasons why?
I just wanted to be here. I watched the combine for so many years growing up, and not necessarily playing or doing drills, but, you know, I knew I wouldn't have to, or, you know, it kind of wouldn't help me. But just being here, getting to know the teams instead of just working out for them in that short period of time, but getting this 30 minutes with teams, I feel like, you know, could change some minds.
Did you do the measurements, or did you do the measurements?
Oh yeah, I did the measurements. That was it.
But not the skills guy.
No skills. Right?
Who do you have workouts already scheduled?
I haven't scheduled any workouts yet. We're actually waiting until after the lottery, so I'll be in New York after this, and after that we'll start. Me and my agent will start scheduling workouts.
Do you have relationships with any of the guys currently on the Sixers?
Besides Ben, that's about it.
Well, that's a big one.
Yeah.
So what's your relationship like with Ben?
I mean, we're cool. We see each other. We always talk to each other, and we played EYBL. We played on the same circuit for 2 years, so we always saw each other and talked to each other. I haven't really asked him about, you know, how the pros have been, but yeah, we have a pretty sound relationship.
So back from high school.
Yeah.
How would you?
Oh yeah, Julius. I actually went to the Lakers Clippers game, and Julius saw me and came up to me. But yeah, I mean, when you're a Kentucky guy, you know each other and you speak. But plus, Julius from Texas, he's from Dallas, so we have a good relationship.
When he was in here about an hour or so ago, Bam was talking about some of the other things he can do that he didn't get to show.
Yeah, definitely.
He can shoot mid-range and go out of it. Have you seen his jumper?
Definitely. I mean, sometimes when you're just playing around or stuff like that. But after the season or before the season, I feel like he's a lot skilled. He's a lot more skilled than people give him credit for. And I mean, everyone knows him as an athlete. He's a freak, and I just feel like Coach Cal was trying to make him use more finesse. But Bam was so used to going through people in high school, it didn't really resonate well with him. But he moves like a guard. He's able to shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. So I feel like at the next level, playing, he played the 5 for us because kind of he had to. But I feel like he's a 4 at the next level, and he'll be able to show what he can really do.
Darren, I know where you felt like your speed made a difference.
Say that again?
Remember the first level you played at where you felt like
It
your
was-
speed made a major difference?
To be honest, it was actually college. I didn't realize that I was that fast until Coach Cal kept telling me to run and do this and do that. In high school, it was more just I did the glamorous stuff. I was trying to make the wild play. I didn't really use my speed too much in high school, but college is the first time I actually realized that my speed was a difference maker.
What went into your decision to come here, and what have you found beneficial about the whole combine?
Coming here, for me, I just wanted to. It was nothing. It was nothing more, nothing less than that. But just being able to talk to GMs and talk to coaches, I feel like that's the difference. Some guys, I guess, aren't going to be in front of those coaches too long because you only really have like a day or two when you're working out with them. But I just feel like I just wanted them to learn more about my personality than they already knew.
What's it like for y'all when players hear someone like Kevin Durant say it's a waste of time?
Yeah, that's his opinion. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. You have, KD will say it's a waste of time, but then you have other players say that the combine really helped them. So, I mean, it's all about your perspective. Everybody's gonna have a different perspective.
Are you happy with your decision to come?
I'm happy with my decision to come.
Darren, I know that they don't want to pick up front, but you get a chance to talk away from the Bulls while you were here?
I did. I sat down with him. It was nothing scheduled, but I did. It's actually cool that nothing's illegal now.
All right, thanks, guys.